Good morning. I actually just woke up, like literally 11 minutes ago. So this ought to be fun. The title today, I said a day off, question marks. Because, even on the day you're not working, you're still doing something, right? I'm going to have a million projects to do. One of which is not even a project. After this live stream, I need to get ready because I have jazz band practice. It'll be fun. I'll be able to just kind of get together with my band. Now, I play in two different bands. This is the trio. Hopefully soon to be a quartet. Soon to be 4 players, which will be pretty fun because we had 4 players. We had a what do you call it? We had a bass player for a long time, and he's great. He was an awesome player, but he retired. He retired from work, and he just he was like, "Yep, I'm ready for the next chapter of my life." So he retired from the band as well. And then we've just been a trio. We've been a singer and pianist. I'm on the drums, and then my friend that plays tenor sax. And we have a great sound, just the 3 of us too. But we've been missing kind of that low end, that bass. They play the arpeggios of the chords. They're the root, the foundation, right? The bass. Yeah, and it's been a little bit empty without a bass player, and so this is this morning is our chance to kind of, I guess, test drive with with another bass player. It'll be kind of fun to see how he incorporates, how he affects our chemistry. So it'll be neat. It'll be cool. All right, let's dive in. Let's play. All right, in the connections puzzle today, we are trying to create 4 groups of 4. All these words are related somehow to 4 different categories. So I've got walker, jet, stroller, jogger, net, hooks, ranger, monitor, butler, met, bottle, slack, gay, capri, jean, and bib. Okay, I think I see 2 categories at least. So the first one is different ways of moving around, ambling around, like a jogger, a stroll, to buttle, and to walk. I guess ranger, but to buttle around, right? It's like a toddler. Oh, it's not. Oh, and it doesn't even fit. Oh gosh, I wonder if this is a red herring. Okay, because those aren't even close. It would have been one away if it didn't like butler or something. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I see another one. I see bibs, jeans, capris, and slacks. Different singular forms of the pants. What? Are you kidding me? Maybe joggers? Maybe I'm working too fast. I gotta slow down. Okay, there's one. Kinds of pants. Okay, bib. I take issue a little bit with this one because bibs is also a type of pants, right? Snow bibs. Snow bibs is a type of pants. Okay, so jog. I saw jog, and then butler, walker, stroll, walk. Okay, so maybe baby things like a bib, a stroller, maybe a baby monitor, baby bib, baby stroller, baby monitor, baby bottle. Okay, that's the yellow category. These are singular of a team, right? The Texas Rangers, New Jersey Nets, the Mets, and the Jets. Okay. A singular. Look at this. There's 2 singular categories. Kinds of pants minus the S. And then New York sports teams. New York? Isn't the Rangers isn't that Texas Rangers? Or am I thinking of the TV show Walker, Texas Ranger? Walker, Texas Ranger. That's a different thing. Okay, so Gay, Butler, Hooks, and Walker. What do those have to do with each other? Yeah, I would not be getting that. Authors? Black female authors. Okay. All right, well, we did it almost in the intended order. We started with the green. I think this is how we did it yesterday. Green, yellow, blue, and then purple. So the green category, kinds of pants minus S, capris, jeans, joggers, and slacks. Baby gear, you might need a bib, a baby bottle, a baby monitor to listen to them if they cry in their sleep, and then a stroller. The blue category was New York sports teams. New York Rangers. I thought it was the Texas Rangers, but maybe I'm mixed up with the TV show Walker, Texas Ranger. Jets, Mets, the Nets. Nets is basketball. And then the purple category, black women authors. These are female authors. I might look these up because I'm lost on some of these. Butler, Gay, Hooks, and Walker. Let me look those up real quick. Author Butler, Octavia E. Butler. Parable of the Sower, Kindred, Parable of the Talents, Dawn, Fledgling, and Bloodchild. American science fiction writer. Interesting. That's cool. How about Roxanne Gay? That's coming up with gay authors. That's not. This could be anybody. Okay. Okay, it's still. I'm looking up author black. No, okay, well, whoever it is. Oh boy, it's looking up queer authors, and that's not what I'm trying to look up. So whatever their first name is, it's lost on me, I guess. The black feminist author known as Bell Hooks. Okay, Bell Hooks. And then Walker. Alice Walker. Known for her novel The Color Purple, which won a Pulitzer Prize for fiction in 1982. Oh, cool. She was the first African-American woman to receive the Pulitzer Prize. Okay, Okay, one more shot. Roxanne Gay. The black female author whose last name was Gay you're likely referring to is Roxanne Gay. I had to have Google AI overview try and search for it. I searched author black female gay, and it just came up with, queer authors. Oh, thanks, Google Gemini. That's exactly what I wanted. No, and then I searched for author black female last name gay. You have to be explicitly exact with how you search. or else Gemini just takes you way too literally. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's play the mini crossword. It's a bigger puzzle today, isn't it? Wow, it's a much bigger puzzle today. Looks like there's 7 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. So it's a square. 7 across, 7 down. Okay, so the first says get a load of that. Get a load of that. Ability to keep one's balance on a ship. Often that's referred to as sea legs. Army shirt. Army shirt. Like crew neck, or I don't know, we'll come back. Chicago trains. If you're on the train in Chicago, you're taking the subway. I know they have a specific name for it. Wand waving organization. Wand waving organization? It's like Hogwarts. What do they mean there? Flowers depicted in classical Chinese art. Is that lotuses? By oneself. Maybe alone. I might be changing some of these. Phileas blank, around the world in 80 days protagonist. Oh. I don't think I've ever read Around the World in 80 Days. Okay. Something read in the divination method of tasselography. Oh, I do know that. Tasselography, that's tea leaves. So tea leaf. So is lotuses wrong? I thought I nailed that one. Tea leaf. Okay, sci-fi hero with the line, "Never tell me the odds." That's Han Solo. Kind. Altruistic. I don't know. It's a 3-letter word. I just can't think of it right now. Where a story takes place. The setting, I don't know. My brain is off. I told you I woke up only, 11 minutes before I hit go on this live stream. Lather, rinse, repeat. That could be soap or suds. I don't know. We'll come back to that one. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself. Gee. That's way too long. I don't know. Places to get pampered. Maybe spas. Eggy holiday drink is a nog. Nog. Army shirt, question mark. An army shirt is a... I don't know. Chicago trains. L's. The L train. Wand waving organization. The Ministry of Magic. I don't know. What are they going for there? Flowers depicted in classical Chinese art. I don't know. L-E-O-N, lion. I don't know. You got me there. Phineas. Somebody. Fogs. I don't know. I'm really stuck on some of these. Kind. Golly. Where a story takes place. That one I don't know yet. Lather, rinse, repeat. I thought it was like soap or suds or something, but it's not even close to that. Morning, Callie. What time do you wake up? It's been early. You're here with me late, you're here with me early. Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm having trouble with some of these. Have you done the puzzle yet? This one is escaping me. Saturday puzzles are more tricky, and I did wake up 11 minutes before I hit the go button on this live stream. Lather, rinse, repeat. To repeat, to... You got me. I don't know. Take a look at yourself. Get this. Haven't done letterboxed? Okay. Have you done this mini, though? I am lost on lots of these. Geese. No, that says geese. Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm sure one of these will just crack it wide open. Take a look for yourself, not at yourself. Oh. Take a look for yourself, not take a look at yourself. I told you I woke up only about a half hour ago. Take a look for yourself. Get this. Take a look for yourself. How about go see? I don't know. We might change that. Army shirt. Army shirt. It's a question mark. It's a gimmick. It's a joke answer. I don't get the joke yet. Army shirt. Like just some not so obvious answer, or maybe a more obvious answer than what they're looking for. Sometimes it's, it subverts your expectation of what it's looking for. Army shirt. Like, where a story takes place. Like the setting, the theme, My one across is wrong? Oh, crap. One across is wrong? But I have Han Solo and I have tea leaves and they work. Okay, well, let me check real quick. Hold on. Something red in the divination method of tasselography. That's tea leaf. And then sci-fi hero with the line, never tell me the odds. Han Solo said that. The odds of us escaping. Get a load of this. This? Oh, gosh. Get a load of them. Maybe it's them. Oh, crap. Kind. Okay, so I'm thinking this might be right. Setting. Now setting works. And then if that's this, then it's probably here. And then top something. Oh, it's about t-shirts. Hold on. Something top. Army shirt. Oh, here. I know this one now. Flowers depicted in classical Chinese art. Peonies. Or some people might say peonies. Oh, okay. Hold on. This one's making sense now. Lather, rinse, repeat. Those are steps. Oh, I get it now. Tank top. Well, now that my brain is turned on, and now that I got the, that's really funny. Okay, thank you for telling me that one across was incorrect. Because I had it in my head that one across was just perfect, and there are more answers than just that, so thank you for... Oh my goodness. All right, let's get through these, because I'm still like, wait, how, what? I don't think I got some of these, like wands. There's something about wands. Get a load of this. Ability to keep one's balance on a ship. Sea legs. Army shirt. Tank top. Tank. Army tank. That's funny. Chicago trains. The L's. Take the L train. Wand waving organization, the TSA. Oh, because when you go through security, they have like a metal detector wand. That's pretty obscure. They do a lot more than wave wands at the TSA. Flowers depicted in classical Chinese art, peonies or peonies. That's funny. Oh boy. We actually have one growing in our front yard. It's a tiny little bush. We planted it last year, and we thought for sure it was a goner over the winter, but we had actually a fairly mild winter, and it did just fine. So it was just one beautiful pink blossom. It's really pretty. Peonies. By oneself, alone. Phileas Fogg, not Phineas. Phineas and Ferb. Phileas Fogg, Around the World in 80 Days protagonist. I have never read that. I didn't know that. Something read in the divination method, tasselography. Tassography. I keep saying tassel. It's not tassel. Tassography. Tea leaf. Sci-fi hero with the line, "Never tell me the odds." That's Han Solo. Kind. Ilk. What do you mean? What is ilk? I don't know. I'm going to look that one up. It's a word I think I've heard before. Where a story takes place. The setting. That's one of the things I teach to my video production kids, right? There's the 4 P's of storytelling. There's the people, the place, the plot, and the purpose. And the place, of course, we call that the setting. They just say the 4 P's because it fits nicely with, the letter P 4 times. But really, we call it the setting. Lather, rinse, repeat. The steps. Those are all steps. Take a look for yourself. Go see. Places to get pampered. Spas. And an eggy holiday drink is a nog. An eggnog. Okay, I was going to look up ilk. Okay. Ilk. A type of people or similar things similar to those already referred to. The veiled suggestion that reporters of his ilk seem to be so good at. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. That's funny. All right. And if you're new to the live stream, you might know that I'm a little particular about the Wordle. You guys can chat amongst yourselves, but I will not be looking at anybody's answers. So if you've done the Wordle, awesome. Maybe keep it to yourself or talk amongst yourselves. I don't care. I just won't be looking at the chat during the Wordle. I like to just productively struggle through this one. So even if you're shouting the answer at me, I won't be looking. Okay, we got super lucky yesterday. We tried what was it, sling or something, and it came up with 3 of the 5 letters all in green. It ended up with completely green, the entire category, or the entire word. I need to go back to bed. Okay, how about, I don't know, chase. Okay, a little bit of help. Oh, we got a green at the end. There's an S somewhere. We've already used up a lot of really great letters, so now I'm trying to make a non-intersecting word, and I'm having a hard time with it. Oh gosh, I hate to use this word, but it is actually a non-intersecting word. It's a word. It's a word, guys. Not just the name. Hang on. Doing. There we go. There's a third non-intersecting word. And we've got 3 of the letters. 4 of the letters. 4 of the letters. 3 of them are yellow, 1 is green. So if D's not at the beginning and there's a U in it, would we start with a U? Not as likely. Would we start with an S? Maybe. It's like sludge. Oh no, that's too many letters. Wait a minute. Suede. That's a word. D could go there. S could go there. We could try it. It might be a double letter. No way. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like we've had the word suede before, too. Am I wrong? Do they double words? Maybe they've repeated words here. Hey, Gianmarco. How you doing? Thanks for all the comments. I noticed you've been commenting on a lot of my videos. That's awesome. Glad to see you live one day. That's really cool. Glad you can be on here live. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun to do puzzles. Okay, so we started with the word chase, and that gave us the E at the end, and then the S somewhere, and then, it's a word. We don't like the word. It's kind of a naughty word nowadays, but trump. And that gave us the U. And then I tried for one more third non-intersecting word, and I came up with doing. So that gave us pretty much all the vowels except for Y, if you're counting that. And so doing gave us a D somewhere. So then, mixing the letters around, I thought it was like sludge or something. Then I tried suede. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we've seen the word suede. We did see the word suede in the mini crossword puzzle. Remember, it was Swede with a W and then suede with just the U. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of the the Wordle. I was thinking of maybe just a couple of answers from the mini crossword. Maybe that's what it was. My watch is on too tight. I put my watch on. I had the good sense, I woke up just 11 minutes before I hit the go button on this live stream. But I had the good sense to put my watch on, so thanks, past self. Yeah. Trump doing Suede. Chase Trump doing Suede. That makes a weird sentence, doesn't it? Chase Trump doing Suede. If Suede were a drug, maybe. All right. And if you've never played the Strands before, think of it like a word search. And we don't get to know what the words are, and the words don't just go up and down, left and right. They snake around in lots of different directions. So, and today's theme is Flights of Fancy. So, Flights of Fancy. This could be about flying first class. This could be about fancy things. Yeah, but flights. Flights of stairs. Fancy, like marble staircase. Flights of Fancy. I don't know. Let's see what comes out. When I have no idea, I like to look at corners. I like to see, is there an ER or a double L or here's a double T. I don't know if those go together. I almost see the word whirlpool right there. Pool. World. There's no D. There's an SS. I wonder if those go together. Petal. Stool. GR might go together. Oh, I thought the word shrimp was in there. The I doesn't reach over. Flights of Fancy. Flights. I almost feel like the word pilot is there. But I don't see how those letters connect together. This one gave you a headache. They don't reuse Wordles. Okay, maybe it is deja vu. Yeah, it could be. It could all be in my head. Okay, Flights of Fancy. Gate, you're on a flight and you get to your gate. Famine. Cairo. There's no D. I was going to say world. We may. I'm on the right track with expensive airline tickets. Okay, so maybe fancy things in Hang on. Is this first class? No. Champagne. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, what else is there in first class? Like leg room? Is that in there? Oh my gosh. It's the spangram. Hold on. Leg room. But it's got to touch the end. Like rooms? Leg room. Oh, that's not the spangram. It's just a long one. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. I do see it right here. First class. First class. Oh my gosh. Towelette. I thought toilet. Like what? Towelette. Okay, 2 more. It's probably, it's got to be over on this side. They will give you a pillow. Oh, I see. What you don't get in Coach, you get privacy. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a what a puzzle. Oh boy. Flights of fancy. This is fancy things on a flight. I watched a video one time about the economics of flying and how totally not worth it is to do first class, but people do it anyway because of this like class division system, this very artificial class division system. You all go from point A to point B. It's just the method at which you can go from point A to point B. You can go in style and in luxury, and it's comfortable for you, even though you're in this like metal missile with windows. You're drinking champagne, and you have a pillow to go with your private car and your private booth and whatever. Or you can be with the rest of the herd in Coach. And it's not a great experience, but at least you got to your destination. And now it looks to me like they're even trying to, subdivide that category even more and make it awful even more by making you stand. Have you seen the pictures of standing room only? The average American probably wouldn't even fit in that, first off, but standing on your feet, leaning basically for an entire flight. No, thank you. No, thank you. I think my feet would be screaming at me by the end of a flight if I had to stand or lean during a flight. Not gonna happen. You thought legroom was the spangram too? I know they really they had us on that one. I thought it went all the way across, and then I was like, oh, it has to touch the other side. Nope. Oh, so these are things in first class. They might give you a towelette, something to pamper your face or wash your hands with. Champagne, leg room, a pillow, and they give you privacy. That's funny. All right, today's letterboxed. Let's play it. Let's do it. Okay, we have to solve in 4 words today, which tells me these are simpler letters, which they are for the looks of it. Last puzzle, we didn't have an E, we didn't have an S. There were a bunch of stuff. I was like, man, if only. Standing room only on a flight, is that safe? I know. Have you seen the pictures where you have to like lean in airplane seats? All it would take is just, one trip, one person in one plane to go, yeah, that was really awful. And then suddenly their whole, multi-million-dollar plane industry for standing room only just falls apart. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's familiarize ourselves with the puzzles. Callie, you said you hadn't done it yet, so I wonder if we're just going to struggle through this one together. Let's find out. So yesterday, I'll show you yesterday's right now. Remember, we used the word oxymoron That was a fantastic one. And the puzzle bot, or maybe somebody who wrote the puzzle, Sam Azerski, the most efficient way to solve that yesterday was mock-up and pharynx. What is your pharynx? That sounds like something in your throat, like a larynx. Maybe I'm wrong. It's your pharynx. All right, so today's puzzle, we've got R, E, T, M, V, and H, Y, A, and I, N, C, and D. Yeah, yesterday we ended on a K in one word, and I was like, oh man, how am I going to use that? And then I ended up like using it with like an H or something, and I was like, oh, this isn't a word, and I hit the enter key just to try it, and it was. I was so surprised, like Koa or something. I think it was Koa, Koha, and apparently that's a word. Totally took me by surprise. All right, so today we've got a V that might be tricky, and we got an H that we need to use. We could use like a CH. We could use a TH too. TH. Like, nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Oh, look at that. I can't do ER. How about thatched? What the heck? I hit the enter key and it showed me yesterday's puzzle. Okay, thatched, like a thatched roof. Driven. Driven, that's a good word. Now all we have left is the M and the Y. Namey? Namey's not a word. Okay. I just need to use the M and the Y here. I could almost spell NVIDIA, the graphics cards. I want to say normacy or something. Neemy? That's not a word. Needy? That's not how you spell needy. Neymar. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe we're overthinking this. Drive. Yeah, great word. Enemy. Yeah, that was the answer to get rid of the extra letter I had there. That was a great solve. Okay, look at that. Thatched. Right? And then I said driven just so I could get rid of the N, but all I needed was to get rid of the E. Well, I had already gotten rid of the E, but I didn't use the N at the end of drive. So then the letters left made enemy. Enemy. Cool. So thatched, the D led to drive, and then the E led to enemy. Nice. Holy cow. Okay. Well, we did it in 3 words instead of in 4. I don't know what the answer would have been having solved in 2, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning, right? All right. So the connections puzzle today, just to recap, by the way, if this is your first time and you like what you see, give it a like. Consider subscribing. We do this every day. And if you subscribe, it just comes up right in your feed every morning, and we can click it and go. Saturday, Sunday, I do this in the morning. After school, when school's in session, we do it right after school. I'm a school teacher, so that's my every waking moment during the school year. But graduation is actually on Wednesday this year. This Wednesday, so the 28th. And then we can do this in the morning every day, every single day. Hopefully, maybe I'll like clear my head first. I woke up pretty early, and I still had a little bit of that brain fog, But I think maybe what I'll do this next time is I'll do I'll wake up. Either an alarm or my body will wake me up, and maybe I'll shower first. I don't know. Like I woke up, I brushed my teeth because nobody likes morning breath, right? I came down here, did the puzzles. So maybe that was a little too premature. Maybe I should have done a little bit more like Zen finding before I came and did this. That's funny. All right. Well, the connections puzzle today, we did the green and then the yellow and then the blue and purple. So green was kinds of pants minus the S. Right, capris, jeans, joggers, and slacks. The one that I took issue with was bibs, because technically bibs, like snow bibs, if you go skiing, you wear snow bibs. So that is also technically a kind of pants. Baby gear, right, the yellow category, a bib, a bottle, a baby monitor to listen to them at night, and a stroller. New York sports teams members, the Jets, the Mets, the Nets, and the Rangers. I was thinking the Rangers was a Texas team, but then I thought maybe I was, gaslighting myself into thinking it was the Texas Rangers because of Walker, Texas Ranger. Maybe lots of people have the Mandela effect there. But bib is the only pant that can go in the yellow. Yeah, I know. And if I did it in the intended order, then that never would have been an issue either. But I did throw away a guess thinking it was bibs. I think, actually my first guess was joggers, stroller. What was the other one? Jogger, stroller, butler, and walker, right? Walker and butler. Because technically buttle around is to to mosey around to get things done. To buttle. There's a famous line that Tim Curry says in the Clue remake. Well, the movie, is based on a play, and the game, of course, the Hasbro game. And says, "Well, what do you do?" "I'm a butler, sir. I bottle." It's funny. Okay, and then the blue category, New York sports teams members, Jets, Mets, Rangers, and Nets. And then black women authors. I had to look up every single one of these, and I already forgot what their names were. I should have left the tab open. But Butler, Gay, Hooks, and Walker. And as I Googled black women authors gay, it just said, here are some black women queer authors. And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. So I had to say last name gay. You have to be real careful the way that Gemini takes you ridiculously seriously, just absurdly. Where, I find ChatGPT has a little more nuance to it. You can talk to it like a friend. Google's search bot really feels like you're talking to AI. It feels like you're talking to a robot. I feel like when I ask ChatGPT things, I'm talking to an actual intelligence rather than just a robot. Oh man. Well, yep. Just be careful how you search things, I guess. Okay, so this took entirely too long. This took more time than it should have, I'm sure. Get a load of this. At first I said, get a load of that. And then get a load of them. No, get a load of this. And then once thanks for pointing that out, Callie. But once that went, it all started making sense from there. Ability to keep one's balance on a ship, they call that sea legs. Army shirt, that's clever. Tank top. Chicago trains, take the L train. Wand waving organization. I thought this had to do with something Harry Potter. Like what organization? There's like OWLs. I'm trying to think of. I'm overthinking it. The TSA. They've got a wand, like a security checkpoint metal detector wand. Flowers depicted in classical Chinese art, peonies or peonies. Some people say it different ways. I've heard that pronounced different ways. I say peonies. I could be totally wrong though. How would you say that awkwardly phrased word? Peonies? I don't know. Tell me. By oneself, alone. Phileas Fogg, around the world in 80 days protagonist. Something read in the divination method of tassography. Fun fact, in a couple different languages, including Portuguese, the word for a teacup is a taça or taza, depending on the dialect or the language. But if you're reading the taça, you're reading the cup, right? You're reading the tea leaves at the bottom of a cup. Peonies. Yeah. Peonies. All right. That's what I say. Sci-fi hero with the line, "Never tell me the odds." Han Solo. Some people say Han Solo. Han Solo. Kind, ilk. So apparently ilk is like the type of something, the ilk of something. I have never used that word in a sentence, except for just now. Where a story takes place, the setting. Because I had said that, I was like, what word is the setting of something and it starts with a T? No, it's because I got the first word wrong. The setting, the people, the place, the plot, and the purpose. Sometimes people say in the 4 P's of storytelling, the plot is the predicament, right? I can't even think of words right now. Maybe it is too early in the morning. It's a good experiment, though. See how early we can do this. 11 minutes after you wake up, too early. After a shower, maybe. The conflict. My goodness. Thank you, voice inside my head. The conflict. Some people say the plot is the conflict. Or the predicament. Just because they're trying to use the letter P, right? It's the 4 P's of storytelling. And the place, of course, is the setting. Nobody calls it the place. But because there are 4 P's in the storytelling, right? They just call it the setting. Lather, rinse, or repeat. Oh, why didn't I not see that? See, again, it's too early in the morning. You were saying, hey, by the way, it's not take a look at yourself. It's take a look for yourself. 5 down says lather, rinse, or repeat. Those are different steps. All I saw was lather, rinse, repeat. And I'm like, huh? Soap suds? What are you looking for here? No, lather or rinse or repeat. Those are steps. Take a look for yourself. Go see. Places to get pampered. Spas. An eggy holiday drink. A nog. All right, we done good. Okay, the next one. We did in 4, the Wordle. We solved in 4 today. We started with the word chase, which is maybe a dangerous word to start on because it had a couple of really common letters, and then it's hard to make non-intersecting words with, the rest of the letters. So I came up with chase, and that gave us the S and the E. And then I'm looking for non-intersecting words, and I'm like, well, it is a word. It's a 5-letter word that works for the Wordle. Trump. Had for good or for ill, mostly ill. But that gave us the U, and then the third word, doing, and that gave us the D. So No empty-handed guessing today, which was helpful and a little reassuring. But mixing the letters around, I'm like, does it start with a U? Probably not. So I thought, okay, if it doesn't start with a D, maybe it starts with an S. So then S consonant. No, what about SU? So then I thought, man, maybe it's suede. And you're right. I think what I was thinking of there was John Michael was saying, yeah, we've never had this one as a word. I think we just saw it in the mini crossword not that long ago. I do feel like they've, you said they never double words. I feel like they have doubled words. I feel like I've seen the word alarm. Was it alarm or alert? Maybe that's why. Maybe the one time it was alarm and the other time it was alert. I swear to you, they've doubled words before. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's all in my head. All right. Today's theme in the Strands puzzle was flights of fancy, right? Fancy flights. This is about being in first class. And the first thing I saw was leg room. Actually, no, that wasn't the first thing I saw. I saw champagne. Champagne. I've never flown in first class, so I have never experienced any of these. I've had to bring my own pillow, like a neck pillow. I've never experienced privacy on an airplane. There's no such thing. Not in coach, there's not. Champagne, not going to happen in coach. And a towelette. All these fancy things in first class. And now apparently there's something even lower than coach, which is going to be standing room only. Imagine the safety of standing in an airplane. All these other people standing, complaining about how their feet hurt. No thanks. No thanks. All right, and then the next one, letterboxed. Okay, so we had thatched. I started with the word thatched, and then I did the D led to driven, right, with an N on the end. And I'm like, how do I make driven into a word? And then Callie had the great idea, what if instead of driven, it's just drive, and then the E with the letters left over, I said enemy. So we did it in 3 instead of in 4 today. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Absolutely. All right. Well, like I said, I am off to go to band practice. We usually practice on Mondays, but this week, just because of the Memorial Day here in the United States, we're going to be off. We're just lots of people doing lots of things, so we're going to take the day off that day. So we figured, hey, does everybody have Saturday morning on? And so we're going to meet at Saturday morning, and actually we're going to kind of do a little test run with a bass player, which should be pretty fun. We have been without a bass player for I want to say 6 months now. 5. Let's see. No. I take that back. It's been 5 months because our last gig together was New Year's Eve. Or no, I take that back. Christmas Eve. We played Christmas Eve. And we haven't had a bass player since. So it's been about 5 months. Exactly 5 months. Look, because today's the 24th. Oh, that's funny. Huh. Well, cool. All right. Well, thanks for a great stream. Thanks for, sorting this out, even though I'm, running on not as much sleep. Or maybe I should say I did sleep well last night. I'm just running on not very much wakefulness, I think is the problem here. Oh, boy. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. And enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your whole weekend, right? Whether you got the day off or you have to work or you're doing projects or whatever it is, enjoy your weekend. So I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.